friends, welcome to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first visit to my channel, check out my playlist. It is truly a mixed bag of all kinds of fun stuff to watch. Today is a super gloomy day here in the Mid-South, so no matter where I go, the lighting is horrible. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to set my tripod up in my craft room and film here, and that way I can just turn around here and show you what's on my craft table today. Today's video is not an original idea, and honestly, I don't know where I got it from, but I did do a video several months ago, or maybe even a year ago. I lose track. I have so many videos. But I made this ceiling fan scarecrow. You know, when I shop at the Goodwill bins, I find stuff like this all the time. I get these sets of ceiling fan blades for $1 or $2. So this scarecrow is my inspiration today to make a snowman themed one. You know, mine is not two-sided because mine had that wicker insert in it. So this one is really just a one-sided scarecrow. So I'm going to turn my chair around here and set my camera up and show you how quick and easy it is to make a little upcycled snowman door hanger. This little project is so simple. You don't necessarily need a play-by-play. I'm really just showing you the things that I'm going to embellish this ceiling fan with. Everything else is just hot glued on, and you can clearly see what I did. Now, I'm lucky enough that my ceiling fan was already kind of an off-white color, white enough that I'm going to just keep it this color. Mine is gray on the back, and that would be really cute for a more rustic. I've seen more brownish and rustic looking snowmen, but I'm going to keep mine the off-white. And now you can also just use a piece of rectangle wood about the size of a ceiling fan. Anything like that would work. Most all ceiling fans that I have collected have 2 or 3 little holes up here at the top, and the top of your snowman is going to have the black hat, and these holes are hardly even noticeable, and 2 of the holes are going to be for your hanger, so they're already drilled in there for you. So to get started on the hat, you're going to take some kind of piece of trim. It could be a ruler, just any kind of yardstick trim, whatever you got. Depending on your ceiling fan, I cut mine 6 inches, but yours may be a little different. I'm going to lay my trim on there about where I want my hat, and then I'm just draw a pencil line. And then from the line on up, I'm going to paint that area black and then paint my trim black. Once that is dry, I'm going to hot glue my trim on there, and my hat is done. Like I said, lucky for me, I don't have to paint my ceiling fan, and that will make this project even easier if you look up and find white ceiling fan blades. Now the rest of the stuff for the face is just absolute scraps, depending on what you've got. For his eyes, I just had these little black little discs that are like buttons without the holes. I'm going to use those. Any kind of big black buttons you have, black felt, whatever you got. For the nose, I just took some orange felt and cut an imperfect little triangle and rounded it on the end to make it look like a carrot. You could use paper, felt, whatever you got. Now for the mouth, you could draw it with paint pens. I just think using the buttons and the more 3D elements make it look really cute. You need a minimum of 5 buttons or 5 of something to give it a mouth shape. 5 or 6 for sure. Like I said, remember the hat's going to be black. You're going to want to embellish his hat brim a little bit. You could use ribbon. I've got some snowflake ribbon. I've got some glitter ribbon that I'm probably going to put on there. You're going to put a couple buttons on his body, and you could use buttons there. Or I have these little glass beads from Dollar Tree. They have these all year long. I thought those look like little chunks of ice, would be so cute. For the embellishment on his hat brim, I have some greenery that I brushed a little white paint on. Any kind of little greenery you have would work. Just brush a little white paint on there and it'll give it a little snowy look. I had some little sparkly pipe cleaners, and I cut them into little 2-inch pieces. Just wrap them around your finger and make it into a little sparkly curlicue. Just look through your stuff and see what you can find. Even at Dollar Tree, they sell this baby blue shimmery ribbon all year long over by the Party Goods. This is the perfect little icy blue color if you want to incorporate ribbon in it somehow. I took some little miniature pine cones I had and cut the top off to make them even smaller, and I brushed a little white paint on them. So I'm going to put a little snowy pine cone on the hat brim. But really, once I get it all put together, you will see everything I used and how I used it. Now, as far as this scarf, find some ribbon and take the wire out. Or what I did is I just had this in my stash and used it. This is a Dollar Tree baby fleece blanket. It's just a big square piece of fleece, and it's kind of that icy blue color. I'm going to cut a strip and tie it around his neck to make the scarf. There's really nothing for me to show other than me hot gluing everything on. So this project is so simple and so many variables of what you could use. It's easier just to show you the finished project and see exactly what I used and how cute it can turn out with using scraps. All right, friends, it's the next day. I've got 3 of my little ceiling fans done. My 4th ceiling fan blade, I've already finished it and give it away, but these for my children and myself. And I wanted to just explain to you what I did here. Once I got my hat painted and glued the hat brim on there, it's just a matter of 10 minutes finishing it out, just hot gluing everything on there. I glued some ribbon above the trim for kind of like a little hat band. And then each of my little embellishments are a little different. I just did something a little different, just whatever I had. Some of the little painted greenery, a little miniature pine cone, the twirled up pipe cleaner. Here I had some little pearl accents, just found them in my stash, a little jingle bell, a little silver ball, and here I've just got some of the little sparkle pipe cleaners. And then once that was done, I sprayed a little clear on there. It was actually pixie dust is what I sprayed on there just to give the hat a little sparkle. As far as the hanger, I just put a pipe cleaner between the 2 side holes and then just kind of wound it up so it would catch and wouldn't pull through. Now there is a little hole at the top of the ceiling fan. They're all made a little different, but you know, if you had a little miniature snowflake or something, you could always stick that there, but honestly it's hardly even noticeable, the little hole. Now as far as the eyes, I just put a little bigger dot and a smaller dot. That was just a simple way to make some cute cartoon eyes, and then glued the felt nose and the black buttons. Now as far as the scarf, that is the Dollar Tree baby blanket, and I use pinking shears. It just gives it a little zigzag edge to it, and then I took the edge of the scarf and just cut some little fringe like that to make it look like more like a scarf. Now the wood snowflakes, I painted white and rubbed a little blue glitter on there, and then hot glued the glass beads on there. Just super quick little project that cost me nearly nothing, and I really hope you can find a set of ceiling fans, especially the white ones, because it just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to take one of these, hang it on my front door, and show you what it looks like. So thanks for watching. I'll be back in a few days. Bye bye.